Oh my gosh. Oh, I just spilled, don't tell me I just spilled coffee all over the place. Okay, alright. Today we have a topic for this episode, but I just want to talk about the hectic morning I had this morning. Y'all, I don't have hand sanitizer. And I bought a donut so I can eat, but I don't want to eat it without sanitizing my hands. I guess I'll have to just not eat it until I get home. Today is Monday, 9:48 a.m. Usually at this time, I will be in my house getting ready to do laundry. I was gonna have a productive, here's how my morning was supposed to go. I was supposed to take my brother to school, come back, and possibly get some breakfast from the supermarket. Then maybe get some coffee too. Then park the car. And then outline this podcast episode so that I can film it with some common sense, with some organization, I would say, with some organization. And then also, after that, I think, film this podcast episode, do my verse of the day, and then go home to do laundry, to shred some paper. I have my whole morning planned out. First of all, let's start off with what didn't happen. First of all, okay, so I'm home, I'm waking up, and I get told that I have to take my brother to the store before dropping him off at school because we don't have any food for him to eat for breakfast. We ran out of cereal, so I need to go to the store. Usually when I have to take him to the store, that means I had to leave earlier so I can make sure I still get to school on time. But we left at the regular time. We usually leave around 7:15, so we left around that time, which is the time I'll leave to get him there either early to school or just on time because traffic is always hectic in the morning because it's rush hour for school and work. So I had to take him to the store. So we leave at a regular time, whatever. I'm not really stressing it. I'm like, okay, let's just hope we get him there. I go to the car. Why was the car covered in stink berries? And if you don't know what stink berries are, they're basically just these little nasty, stupid, ugly, stanky fruit that grows on trees. And when they drop, it's like someone dropped a fart bomb or sprayed fart spray in your car, or hot boxed your car with farts. It is the most diabolical smell that a fruit can master. And every time around the fall, they always grow and fall. And certain areas where they grow and fall, it stinks. It stinks. It's disgusting. So, of course, the morning that I need to take my brother to school, but before I have to take him to the store, of course, the morning that I do not have the time to deal with stuff happens. So there's stink berries all over the window shield. There's stuff on the sides of the car. There's some on top of the car. The car is covered in stink berries. And I'm like, okay, great. Now I have to figure out how to clean the windshield so that I can drive, because I can't drive. The windshield is covered where I can see, but it's if I don't clean it, it's going to stay. I don't know how long it's been there. We parked the car there yesterday. After church, we came home, parked the car. Even yesterday, stuff was happening yesterday, and I was like, oh my gosh. So then we came home, parked the car, went home. Everything was fine for the rest of the night. And then this morning, the stink berries came. And my dad didn't want to park there because he's like, oh, stink berries are here, but we have to park because there's no parking. So we parked here. Morning of, this happened. This has never happened to me before where stink berries are all over the windshield. Never. I usually park around this block a lot, and I'll park further back or even around the area that we park. Never have I ever had stink berries on the windshield. But of course, the morning that I do not have time to deal with them, they appear. So I had to figure out how to clean the windshield. Now, I know whenever stuff possible in the windshield, my dad does something to the car to where he has the juice pop up, the cleanser pop up from the car to clean it. So I was trying to figure out how to do that, but I didn't know how to do it. So me and my brother was sitting here for not too long because we were still having to hurry up. So we was like, okay, so how do we do it? So my brother's trying to help me figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. Mind you, my brother's 11, trying to figure out how to figure a car. So anyway, so we're trying to figure it out. So I'm like, after 2 minutes trying to figure it out, I'm like, bro, I still have to take him to the store because I forgot. I just trying to go to the car because I was like, I don't know I kind of forgot where the car was, and we parked it yesterday. I was in the car, like, I know where the car is at, but I was kind of forgetting. So I was like trying to think about where did we drive around to where the car's parked. Then I remember where the car was parked, so I went straight to the car. But then I forgot, oh, we have to go to the store. The minute we got in the car is when I realized we had to go to the store, but then I was like, okay, but the stink berries, what the heck is happening with the stink berries? So I was like, well, we still have to go to the store. So my brother's like, oh, let's just drive to the store. I'm like, yeah, but if we drive to the store, we still have to deal with the stink berries on the windshield and still take it to the store. I can't drive with the issue that's happening with, I need to clean the car first before driving because I need to see where I'm going. So I'm like, I need to figure it out. So I call my dad, ask him how to figure it out. He has us figured out, and then it's fine. It's not fine. I figured out how to use it. But when I tell you it was working in the sense of getting it off, but then the streaks that it left on the car, I could not see. So I was trying to clean it. I was spraying. It was wiping, and it was horrible. It was the streaks everywhere, all over the windshield. I could barely see. Like, if I could see, but I could barely see. So I figured it out. I was like, you know what? We're gonna go to the store. We went to the store at Guy's Pop-Tart, came back, he was eating in the car, and I was just trying to figure out how to clean the thing. But now I'm like, well, I gotta go, because it's like 7:40. Kind of. Yeah, it's like 7:40, and he has to be in school by 8. So I'm like, I got 20 minutes to get him to school. And this is traffic hour. So now I'm like, I'm going to have to, I was like, God, let us get there on time. So I'm driving faster than I normally do, which is above the speed limit, because I may be a slow driver, but at least I don't like to drive 35 miles an hour on a 25-mile thing and then I'm not trying to get a ticket for speeding. So I drive the limit. Sometimes I drive 20, sometimes I drive 25. Sue me. I want to not get a ticket. So I'm like, I need to drive like 30, 35. Well, I didn't drive 35. I drove like 27 to 30. I didn't push past 30 though. So I'm driving in traffic. I'm like, Lord, just get us there on time. I'm driving. Some people acting goofy because it's the morning. People are rushing. People act stupid in the city when they're driving. So I'm staying alert. But I'm driving. I'm like, just get us there on time. Boom. It comes almost 8 o'clock. Mind you, the entire time while I'm driving, I'm still trying to clean the windshield because it's still dirty. So I'm like, every stop, I'm like pressing it to get it off more. Because I'm like, I don't have time to get out the car to look for cleaner, to clean it. I don't have time for that. To take him to school. So I'm like rushing. I'm racing against time to figure out how to clean this windshield so I can see while driving. Now, here's my thing. Before you get crazy about it, it wasn't to the point where I couldn't drive at all. I was able to see, but it was just like, it was still bad and it was still there. But I was able to see. I wasn't driving recklessly. Like, I can't see, so I'm driving reckless. No. Because if I couldn't drive under the conditions, I would have just taken him to school late. Like, it wasn't life or death threatening. It was so much gunk on the thing that, like, wiping it was, like, making it, like, go away. But then there was streaks. The streaks is what made it really bad. And then the streaks was what was making it bad. But I was still able to see. I was able to see. Like, I wasn't like I couldn't see at all and it was dangerous for me to drive. It was more of like, I could see, but it was just such a hazard to drive. It was just so annoying to drive. It was so hazardous in my head because I'm like, I'm trying to, like, clean the windshield while I'm trying to get him to school on time. So every stop, I'm like trying to shh, and then it's running out. I used up all of it. Trying to get it off, and it still wasn't off. But to be fair, I feel like it's like, that was my first time using it, and of course, the first time that I use it, I use out the rest of it. So I have to tell my dad I used the rest of it. He's gonna figure out how to fill it up or whatever. I don't know. But that was happening. So I get into school like at 8 o'clock, and then I take him to the front because he's like, oh, you're gonna have to, like, sign me in. I went, and they didn't say to sign him in, so I just left. So I'm like, okay, so he must be on time. So I take him to school, I say bye to him, I go. So now I had to go to the parking. I had to go to a parking lot to clean the car because I'm like, I can't drive like this because now the sun is popping up. Every morning when the sun is rising, that sun be blinding me. You would think it's summertime on a beach day. The way how that sun be glaring, blasting in the car, blinding me. I feel like the 3 blind mice trying to drive a car with the sun up. It's ridiculous. So every time the sun is rising, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't see. And I keep forgetting my sunglasses. So I was gonna try to use sunglasses in the car, but he took them out. There's no sunglasses in here. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna just be blind driving. So because I had to use the visor, it only helps but so much because I'm still like, I can't see. So I was driving to get to a parking lot, the supermarket, so I can go to the supermarket to get some food, but then also to go to the parking lot so I can clean the windshield. Why did I spend like 40 minutes trying to clean this car? The windshield, just the windshield. I don't know, maybe I didn't see. I could have called my dad to ask him what was in the car to clean the windshield wipers because I couldn't see. However, I was just like, I already called him to like clean the car, then I'm gonna have to call him again. No, that's not why I was gonna call him. I was gonna call him for something else, but we'll get to that. My camera's on 2 batteries already, and I did not charge my camera. So I'm gonna have to film on my phone for the rest of this video, and that's upsetting. We'll keep filming until this dies. So I'm at the parking lot in the supermarket. So I go out, I see how bad it is. I have stink berries on the side of the windshield. I have them on both sides. It's splattered all over the windshield. The streaks that it left, because it's a combination of the cleanser and the stink berries together, because I don't know how long they've been there. I don't know if it happened this morning, I don't know when it happened, but it happened and it stunk and it was a lot. So it's all over the windshield. So now I had to clean it off. So I'm getting paper towels. I'm taking the stink berries off because also my dad was gonna wash the car yesterday, but then he's like, I'm gonna just wash it today. I'm glad he didn't wash the car, because if he washed the car and saw what happened, he would have to wash it again and waste his time. So it's a good thing he didn't wash yesterday, because he has to wash today. So I'm trying to clean at least the windshield off, because I'm like, I don't want to leave the car looking like this and he gonna be like, why didn't you try to clean it or something? But also I'm like, he's already having to clean the car. I'm gonna just try to help at least a little bit. Whatever. So I'm cleaning the car, I'm cleaning the windshield, I'm looking in the back to see what we have. I'm trying to figure out how to clean the windshield, because first of all the cleanser's gone. So I'm like, I don't have anything I don't know how to clean the windshield. I'm like, I need to be able to see when I'm going home. Like, I can't drive like this. Like, I can, but it's just so annoying driving like that. So I was like, I need to clean the windshield. I'm looking, I see something for the car, as in like the paint of the car wash, nothing to clean the windshield. Now, again, I probably could have called to see if there was something, but I was looking all over the trunk and I didn't find a single thing. Closest thing I found was Clorox wipes, which I had to use to clean the windshield, and it looks fine now, but I didn't get to that conclusion yet. So first I was like, let me just clear the stink berries off first. I had no bag to like I had to use paper towels to take the stink berries off. So I was taking the stink berries off the car, but then I had no bag to put the paper towels in. So I had to use an umbrella bag, like a plastic bag to use to put your umbrellas in when they're wet. I had to use one of those because my dad had like a few in the trunk. So I took one of those to use as a garbage bag, because I'm like, I need that as a garbage bag, because there's no way that I'm just gonna have them lying on the ground, paper towels, and I had to pick them up, and no. So I was like, I need a garbage bag. So I basically had the umbrella bag be a garbage bag, because it was plastic anyway, so it's fine. Use that as a garbage bag. I'm cleaning up the stink berries, putting the paper towels in my makeshift garbage bag, because I have nothing else. I'm doing that. I'm doing everything I can to make it work. So I get most of the stink berries off the windshield. Now I have to figure out how to clean the windshield from the streaks. So I ended up having to use the Clorox wipes. I first tested them out on the side mirrors to see if it would work and if it would help, and it did fine. So I did it. I basically used the Clorox wipes to wipe it off, and then used paper towels to wipe it right after, so that way it wouldn't leave a streak. It took me like maybe 15 minutes to clear it off. Basically, it took me, in total, it took me 40 minutes to clear out the stink berries, to find, because I was cleaning out the stink berries, and I was cleaning out the windshield wipers, but I was also looking for where to get supplies, because I don't know what's in the back of the trunk, because my dad organizes it and everything. But then when I had to look for something, I had to figure out where everything is. So I'm looking for it, and I was trying to figure it out. So it was like looking for stuff, and then cleaning. In total, it took 40 minutes. So now I'm like, okay, cool. It's like 8:49. I still have to go to the supermarket. I still had to outline my episode. I still had to film my episode. And I was trying to do that by 9:30. So by 9:30, I could just go up, because I have to send the car to 9:30 for parking anyway. So I was like, I might as well like be productive and film until 9:30, so I could go upstairs and then be able to do my other tasks. It's 8:49. I haven't even outlined my video yet. So I'm like, okay, I might just go to the supermarket, and then continue my morning. So right before I go to the supermarket, I was debating leaving my bag in the car, like putting it under the seat so I could just go to the store, so I went to carry it. But then right before that happened, I was going to leave my bag in the car and put it down so no one could see it. But then a guy came asking for change, gave him change. But then because how he wasn't like a danger to me, so I wasn't like scared. But I was like, the fact that people are around able to see that I'm in the car, I was like, let me put my bag in the trunk so that way no one could come to steal my stuff. So I put my bag in the trunk, and then I went to the supermarket. I go to the supermarket and I'm like looking for cereal and stuff like that. And I'm like, let me check my bank account, because I want to make sure I have money. So I don't want to like go to the place and my card declines and I have to switch money on the spot. So I'm checking my bank account. First of all, I can't even open my phone because I use my fingerprint to open my phone. Well, I can open my phone, but I use my fingerprint to open my phone. I can't use a fingerprint to go into the bank account app because my hands are so cold from it being from outside that I can't use my fingerprint. And I don't know the password to my bank account. So I have it on my phone, but I don't know it by heart. So if I can't do the fingerprint, I have to figure it out. I have to go on my phone to find the password to log into my bank account, the app. So I use the password to log into my phone. I try to do the fingerprint like a few times, isn't working. I try one with my hands, so maybe if I want my hands, it'll work. It's still not working. Then I tried too many times, now I had to put in the password. So I go to my notes app where I have my passwords, but I can't get into the notes app with my passwords because I need my fingerprint for that too. So I closed my phone out and I was like, okay, one with my hands. I opened my phone up again. I used my fingerprint to open up my phone to make sure my fingerprint would work. I did it 2 times, it worked. I went to to the notes app, I did it like 2 or 3 times, then it worked. I figured out the password, I loaded to my bank account. Why I look at my bank account and I have $9 to my name. $9 and like change. I'm like, that's buying me what? A gallon of milk? If that? Not even a gallon, probably like half a gallon. Like, I was like, what is that buying me? $9? So I was able, I had some savings. My savings is going down though, but I have a savings. So I just switched money so I can buy some food, whatever. So I'm glad I checked it, because if I didn't check it and that would happen when I was like at the checkout, I would have been so embarrassed and just like, oh my goodness, like what's happening? So my mom's probably texting me asking where I'm at. Yes, Majide, I'm just filming a video. Yes, I'm filming. I'll be up soon. I'm gonna just say yeah. Yeah, I'm filming. Okay. So after that happened, I bought my food. And then some guy, like the first guy that came up to me earlier today was a homeless guy asking for money. I gave him some change. And then the second guy that came up to me like later today, not asking for money, but just like I was walking, like I had like 3 boxes of cereal in my thing, and then I was going to go get milk because I was like, I didn't know if the milk that we have, if it was like a lot left or not, so I just bought the extra one just in case. So then I was going to buy milk, and then when I started to buy milk, this guy, like, he passed by me, and then I went to the milk. So then I saw the same guy come and stand not right next to me, but like next to me, and I was just looking like, okay, now I gotta be aware of my surroundings. And then he was like telling me that, oh, like the cereals that I bought, I should like mix them or something. Like he was like giving me a recommendation about like eating how to eat the cereals or whatever. And then he got what he needed to get and he left. So then I was like, okay, whatever. So then I bought my food, I come into the car. I'm coming to the car, and I went to go I put my stuff in the passenger seat next to me, the bag with the food. I'm going to go to the trunk to get my tote bag so that I could put it next to me and I can drive to go get my coffee and still like the day if I want to film or not. While I go to the trunk, first of all, before I went to the trunk, I opened the trunk door, and at first, before I used Clorox wipes, I was trying to use water to clean the windshield. It was not working. But we have like water bottles just scattered in the car, like in the cup holders. We just have like 3 water bottles, and 1 in each door. Oh, not in this one, because this one has a trash can in it. But we have 1 in each door for like when they drink water, just put it in there. So I used one. Well, no, one I used was, I hope that didn't have any specific liquids. Now that I'm thinking about it. I used a water bottle that was in the trunk to attempt to clean the car. Whatever. So the cap that I had for that water bottle, it fell under the car, but the car also wasn't fully parked in the parking spot that I was at because I was just trying to park to clean the car and I'll move it up later. So I was like, I'll just move the car up later, and then when I get it, I'll get the cap and fine. So I moved the car up before I went to the supermarket. So now when I'm coming back, I saw the cap on the floor when I was trying to get my tote back from the trunk. So I was like, okay, let me go get the cap. So I picked up the cap, and then as the trunk door is opening, I went to go get my tote bag. I banged my head on the trunk door. I hit my head on the trunk door. And I was like, ow. And on top of that, I was like, ow, but also I'm pretty sure someone saw that because I'm outside. I'm in public. And I was like, someone saw that. I know someone did. I'm like, you know what, whatever. I'm not going to let that get to me. I go to get my tote bag. Why the trunk door ain't moving? Why the trunk door stopped? Where I hit my head, the level where it was at, it stopped midway. So I had to go under to get my tote bag. Because usually I open the door, I wait for it to open a little bit, I'm able to go under and get my stuff. And now I've never hit my head on the trunk door before. I'm telling you, this morning was so chaotic. I never hit my head on the trunk door. Never, 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 never. Every time when I go in the trunk, I wait 2 seconds and it's up enough to where I can go and like squat a little bit. But I guess because I was getting the cab, I didn't think to duck my head under. I'm not that tall. I'm only 5'7", y'all. I'm only 5'7". I'm not like 6'3". I'm 5'7", reaching for my tote bag in my trunk. Me banging my head is kind of weird, but whatever. So I get the cab, and I guess I didn't wait long enough to have it go up more, so I hit my head. So when I hit my head, the level it was at where I hit my head, it stopped. So then I got my tote bag, and I'm waiting for it to go up more, and it isn't moving. So I'm like, hello? So, and sometimes this has happened like 1 or 2 other times where like the trunk door either wouldn't move or would take a long time, so we just move it up, move it down, it's fine. I move it up, it ain't moving. It's not budging. I'm like, okay. I try to press it down. Isn't budging. The trunk door is stuck. That was when I was going to call my dad, because I was like, do I have to call him to figure out how to fix this? I'm like, I already called him to clean the windshield up, and I'm going to call him again and be like, hey, how do I do this? He'll be like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. That's a good question. That's a good question. When you find out, you let me know, because I don't know. So I was like, let me not call him. Let me just try to figure it out. I'm trying to push it. I'm not moving it. I'm like, I tried it once, twice. It wasn't moving. So I was like, okay. I'm trying to press the button to help open it. It's not moving. I'm like, okay. It isn't moving. I'm like, why isn't it moving? I tried pressing it more. It isn't moving. And I'm like, got it. I'm sitting outside for like a hot minute. Mind you, it's cold. It's not warm. It's cold. It's like a fall day. It's like 40-something degrees. It's cold. I'm like, okay, cool. No, this is so cool. This is so quirky and dandy of this car to be acting silly today. When I already had a chaotic morning with the car in the first place. The reason why I've had a chaotic morning, it was because of this car. I don't want to call it a stupid car because it's kind of mean. But because of this car, I had a hectic morning. Whatever. So, I'm trying to figure out the trunk. And then I'm just there. I'm like, the trunk door is stuck. So I'm like, let me just start the car. Maybe if I start the car and I press a button, it'll move. I try. I go inside. I turn the car on. I'm trying to open the trunk. It still isn't moving. I'm like, okay. All right. I'm pressing the button. I'm like, do I have to Google search this? I try Googling this. It's a bunch of videos. I'm like, I don't got time to look at videos of how to. I'm like, why can't you just give me a 1 to 3 step instruction manual on how to close this trunk door? I'm like, I do not have time to look for a video and be confused and have all these men mansplain to me how to close a trunk. No, like, oh no. So I was like, okay, how do I figure this out? So I like was looking up stuff, and then I was like, oh my goodness, God, please, come on, what's going on? And then he would just push it up. I pushed the thing up, and it went up. I'm like, okay, great, it went up. So I'm pressing the button for it to close. It still wasn't closed. So I'm like, okay, all right. So then I was like thinking for a hot second, if I can't close this trunk door, I can't leave the parking lot. Which means I'm gonna be stranded here. Which means I can't go home, because I can't leave the car unattended like this. That would be stupid. So I would have to sit in this car and wait until my dad gets home from work to come and help me figure it out. Or have my mom's working from home, so she can't she could, but it's whatever. But it's just like, I would have to wait until my dad gets home from work, which won't be until 2:30 actually. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to, mind you, this all happened before 9:30 in the morning. It was like 9:17 when this is happening, when I'm trying to figure out the trunk situation. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I'm pressing it, it won't go up, it won't go down, it won't do anything. So I'm like, I don't understand what's happening. I don't get it. Why? Why is this happening? So I'm trying to figure it out. Then I was like trying to press a button. And then I closed my car door in the front so that it could just be the trunk that's open. And then I was just like, okay, let me just try pushing it down. It went down. I was sitting outside for 5 minutes trying to figure out how to close this stupid trunk door just for it to close in like a second when I pushed it down a little bit. So I pressed it down, it went down, I pressed it more, and it closed. So then I pressed the button to make sure it's working. I pressed it, it went up perfectly fine. I pressed the other door to close it, it went down perfectly fine. And y'all, I just stood there for a hot 2 seconds, and I just stood there, and I just went inside my car. And I was just like, I want to bash my head against the window right now. Because what and why? What was my morning? Why was it so chaotic? All because of the car. So, after all that, I decided, let me just drive to get my coffee. I'm gonna park in my spot. I'm gonna film my video. I don't have time to outline it because at this point it's 9:30. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna still film because I was like, if I don't film today, I could film Wednesday. But I'm like, if I film Wednesday, I won't be able to post until Friday. Friday's my YouTube video post. I want to post my podcast on Wednesdays. So I had to film it today so I could edit tomorrow to upload it on Wednesday. And then also, I was like, okay, if I don't film it today and I film it Wednesday, what am I going to edit tomorrow to stay on track with my videos? Because like the video that I'm going to post next week, Friday, I was going to start editing it on Thursday. I have to edit that on Tuesday, but then I had to edit the podcast on Thursday to upload on Friday. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to upload in order. I want to film today, edit tomorrow, upload on Wednesday, then edit on Thursday, and next week, Tuesday and Thursday to upload on Friday. I don't want to mix the videos and do. So I was like, I don't want to do that. So I was like, I had to film today. This is why my morning being so chaotic was so annoying, because I'm like, I still have to film a whole video, which usually takes me about an hour, and I wanted to do before 9:30, so by the time it's 9:30, I could just go home and do my other chores. So I had to do laundry, I had to help shred paper, I have to do my other tests. Like, I have stuff to do today, and I can't, and I wanted to make sure I do it in a timely manner, but this stupid car situation kept preventing me from filming so I can go by 9:30. So you know what, I'm gonna just film regardless, and I'm gonna just have to come out later in the day, and it'll be fine, because you know what, the laundry will still get, I'm the only one doing laundry, so it's gonna get done regardless of whatever time I do it. So I'm gonna do laundry, I'm gonna just not have time to outline my video, but it's fine, I'm gonna just still do it. So I did it. And then I realized after all this, before I even left this morning, I was going to film my video. I was like, okay, I'm going to film tomorrow. And I haven't filmed in like few weeks. So whenever I go a few weeks without filming, I forget that my camera needs to charge. So I was like, my battery probably isn't that charged. And I checked this morning, it was on 3 bars. If it's not fully charged, it's going to die in the middle of me filming. Right now, it's on 1 bar. It's at the point where at some point it's going to start blinking. And every time my battery dies when I'm filming, it makes me mad because I have to switch footage, and it takes longer to edit. So I say all that to say, that was my morning. My morning was so chaotic. I don't even understand why it happened. And I was thinking, maybe it happened. Maybe I need to be protected from something happening in my house, around my house, and maybe this was God protecting me. Maybe this was a test. Maybe Satan thought to like have a fun little thing and like, oh, let me mess with her today, see what happens. And he's like, all right, go ahead, do it. She ain't gonna go on your side no way anyway. So he was testing me and testing me and testing me with this car. I say all that to say that was my morning. And I wanted to film it in a podcast episode. I don't know if I'm going to keep it with the same topic that I'm going to talk about because, again, my camera is dying. And at this point, I want to go home. It's like, what time is it? It's 10:15. I have milk in the car, so I can't really be in the car for that much longer. My episode still isn't even outlined. I feel like if I just post this video tomorrow on Wednesday and then do my podcast, but then the podcast that I want to film, I feel like I should post it now because it's relevant to what's happening in our time today. So I probably just, I don't know. I'm hot. I'm also hot. I'm in the sun, so that doesn't help. But I'm hot. I have to use the bathroom. I bought coffee. I haven't even drank it yet. It's good coffee. Why does it taste like that? I think they put cinnamon in it or something. I didn't ask for that. This tastes weird. I guess it's drinkable, but I don't know what that's about. I think I'm gonna make this its own individual episode because it's like almost 30 minutes. And I feel like a nice little cute fun. Maybe this will be a vlog. I don't know. I said I introduced it as an episode, but maybe I'll make it a vlog. But then I'm gonna have to edit it. Well, no, maybe I won't have any edits. Maybe I'll just like, I might want to be funny though with my edits. I don't know. Maybe on Wednesday I'll edit it. So I could post 2 videos this week, maybe if I'm feeling like it. But this was such a chaotic morning. And I'm just like, what the heck? Why? Why? I might edit this on Wednesday, maybe. I'll think about it. I do have to pee, though. But I need to film this video, so I need to just sit here for another hour. Oh, my gosh. That was my morning. And that's this video because my battery is going to die and I don't want to film this video on 2 separate cameras. So I'm going to just film this video and make it a YouTube video. Why not? For fun, for kicks and giggles. Because why was my morning so hectic? Why? Why? It's okay. God is still good. I just get trials and tribulations. It's fine. And you know, I might be like, oh, you're being dramatic. I could care less of what you know what, at this point, at some point in my life, I'm gonna get the word sensitive and dramatic tattooed on my body. I'm being so serious because my entire life I've been called that all the time. And I've come to the realization, I'll probably film a separate episode about this, but I am sensitive. I am sensitive. But I have my reasons. And also, I'm not going to get into it because if I start explaining my whole rant about sensitivity and how, whatever, I will make a separate episode about that, but I am sensitive. I have my reasons though. There's legit, first of all, my hypersensitivity is symptoms of other issues that I have, so like, we're not going to get into that. But I had a reason why I was sensitive. And also, the fact that I was sensitive and no one tried to help me. I'm sorry, I'm really upset and salty about this morning. Anyway, I had a hectic morning. So if I'm just tired of every time I express how I feel, I just get called names. It's honestly annoying. Like, just be grateful. I would just say to the people that continue from this day forward, if you continue to call me names when I talk about my feelings, just be happy. I was gonna say something really violent, and I don't think I should put that on a YouTube video. I will not disclose that information, but just be grateful there is no weapons in my hands when you say things like that to me, because I am sick of it. I'm sick of being called names because I want to express my emotions. Because everybody and their mother can get at me about how they feel about me all the time, but then the minute I say one simple thing, I'm the villain. I'm this, I'm that. You know what? Sue me. Sue freaking me. Because excuse me that I want to express my emotions, but in my entire life, everyone gets to express their emotions but me. So excuse me if I use my YouTube videos to be dramatic and sensitive. I don't care anymore. I'm sick. I'm sick of it. I'm done. So I'm going to be sensitive. I'm going to be dramatic. I don't care anymore. Thank you guys for watching this episode, this video, whatever I make it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my chaos. If you enjoyed this, I don't know when I'm going to post this, as a podcast episode or a YouTube video or both. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel and like my video. My channel's growing. It's slow, but it's growing. So I'll probably make maybe an update video about who I am as a person, because there's new people following me and watching my videos, and I'm all happy, and I'm like, thank you, Jesus, because I've been praying for this for so long. I'm all happy and giddy. I pray that by the end of this year, I can make this social media a job, an income, and also have another job. That'll be nice too, because I want to have more than one source of income. But yeah, because next year I want to get my money up. Get my money up. It's time. I'm gonna be 25 next year. It's time to make some bigger moves. It's time. I need to get my next chapter. And in order to do that, I need money. I need money. I need financial stability. So I need to get my money up so I can make my next moves in my life. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. My podcast Instagram is just at randomchatswananda. My personal Instagram, TikTok, and Threads is just @anothercash. Yeah, my morning was hectic, but I'm happy I could make a video out of it, because what is a YouTuber if they don't try to make money off of their pain? And also, I'm a writer, so I do that anyway with my traumas. So, thank you guys for watching. Hello, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys at my next episode or video.